Our next two speakers. These two students represent this class by their scholar and outstanding character. In addition, they both possess a passion and respect for learning that has resulted in this honor today. Ms. Caitlin Frawley, our class valedictorian, who will be followed by Kayla Stuber, our class salutatorian.
Good evening. It is truly an honor to be up here giving this speech today. I'd like to start out by congratulating my fellow classmates. We made it. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I am thankful that I was able to complete this journey with you. Next, I want to thank all of the amazing teachers, faculty, and staff here at DePuy who have made this like a second home for the past 4 years and who have encouraged our growth and development all the way. I'd also like to thank all of the parents for their dedication and commitment to their children. I'd personally like to thank my own mom, who has worked her butt off to make so many opportunities possible for me. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to my classmates and friends who have always had my back, made me laugh and smile, and pushed me to succeed. You guys are awesome. And finally, I'd like to thank Google for helping me figure out what I was going to say to you guys tonight. These past 4 years have been quite the ride. Think about your freshman selves. We are all similar to how we used to be, but a lot has changed for sure. We've acquired more knowledge, gained confidence, made some tough choices, and made some mistakes. Every experience we have had at DePuy has factored into our being, whether we realize it or not. We didn't just come to school to learn math, science, English, or social studies. We came here and learned some lessons about friends, society, current events, and life in general. Obviously, it's not exactly like the real world, but we still developed our minds through the knowledge we took away from interactions and connections with our peers and teachers. And our teachers have most definitely taught us a lot more than just academics. Mrs. Sullivan taught us how to make a great day. Mr. Lupini taught us that it's okay to be cool, even if you're a vice principal. Mrs. Hope taught us that you don't have to be tall to get your point across. Mr. Frangione taught us track team how to cut the crap. Mrs. Tylindo taught us that it's okay to dance in class despite your upcoming exams. And Mr. Urich taught us what to do if you ever rip your pants. I feel so lucky that I had the opportunity to meet so many unique teachers and classmates at DHS, and I hope you all feel the same. As many of you know, I moved here from Tonawanda in 4th grade, so I can speak from experience when I say that the people that make up this school are special. Although we may not all talk or get along, I feel like our class has become a family, and the memories we made together are something we can all take with us for life. Now, with regards to the future, I'm sure some of us are excited, some of us are scared, I'm one of those. Some of us are ready, and some of us don't feel quite ready. Well, no matter how you feel about the future, I'd encourage you not to think about it too much. I'll illustrate why with a story. For my first 3 years of high school, I had one giant goal when it came to running cross country, indoor, and outdoor track, and that was to make it to states. It was a good goal. However, I focused too much on it. I was very hard on myself, and I often overtrained. All I cared about was reaching my goal. I didn't care much about new personal bests if they weren't good enough. I thought I was just being determined, but in reality, I was making a huge mistake. My junior year, I reached my goal. I made it to states for outdoor track with my relay team. Now, here's how I knew I messed up. I was not happy. I was actually quite miserable after the fact, but I couldn't really figure out why. Finally, it hit me. I wasn't happy because I placed my happiness in an achievement rather than placing it in my own hands. For 3 years I thought, if I could only make it to states, then I'd be happy. It's just like saying, if I only had a new car, then I'd be happy. Or if I only had a new house or a boyfriend. Do you realize how silly that is? If you place your happiness solely in material things, or in the achievement of a goal, maybe you'll be happy for a little bit once you get there, but then it'll go away again. Happiness is not a destination. It's a condition that we can feel every day if we want to. Yes, it's okay to want things and to have goals, but you should ultimately place your happiness in your own hands. Try loving what you do. Enjoy what you do. Live in the present moment and actually enjoy the ride. Thankfully, all this came together for me in outdoor track, and I actually enjoyed myself. I was actually running because I love to run. And I made it to states again, but this time I was beyond happy. I think this is something we should all take with us as we go on to bigger and better things in our lives. It's great to have goals for your future, and you should. However, if we're anticipating our future too much and just thinking about where we want to be later in life, the present will slip right from our fingers. Why do you think time moves so fast? It's because we're always thinking about what comes next. Try thinking about now, today, this moment right here, especially this one. And before you know it, life will slow down right before your eyes. And with that, it's time to say goodbye. I hope I was able to have as great of an impact on you as you have all had on me. I truly want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for every moment we spent here at the Pew, even on the not-so-good days. I hope you always reflect on the experiences you had and the people you met here, how they have impacted your life and what you have learned from them. And remember to slow down a little sometimes. As said by the Goo Goo Dolls, if the world should spin too fast, I'll slow it down for you. Just remember all of us, and we will slow life down for you. The world is now yours. So go and soak up as much of it as you can. I love all of you, I wish all of you the best, and I hope you can enjoy life for the beautiful gift that it is. And always remember, there's a real world out there, kids. Congratulations, class of 2016.